Hello and welcome back to Matthew's Tottenham blog and to another episode of Transfer Talk. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the breaking news that came out last night that Tottenham have made contact with Juventus over a move for Paulo Dybala. Now before I get started, if you do want more transfer content like this over the next couple of weeks and then a lot more when the season gets started, please like this video and subscribe to the channel down below. So Football.London broke the news last night that Tottenham have made contact with Juventus over a potential move for the Argentine Paulo Dybala. This is a move that, a bit of news that really shocked a lot of people, and understandably so, because Dybala is one of the most formidable strikers in European football at the moment. Now, it is believed that Maurizio Sarri sees Dybala as a player who will be important to Juventus in the coming season, but if last season is anything to go by, he's not exactly a main player for them. He signed for Juventus in 2015 for about €40 million from Italian side Palermo. And since then he's gone on to score 57 goals in 128 games for the team. He was a very important part of their team for the first couple of years he was there. But after the introduction of Cristiano Ronaldo into the side last year, he was kind of overshadowed a bit by Ronaldo, which, I mean, is completely understandable. Ronaldo, one of the best players of all time. You expect him to have a massive impact like that. So last season his stats did kind of drop, and obviously his importance in the team and sort of how he saw himself in the side definitely would have changed over the last season, which is why I think this move, while is, as Football.London said, it's audacious, it is a bit realistic, I think. Now, from what I'm looking at, I would imagine this deal depends a lot on Giovanni Lo Celso and Christian Eriksen. So Juventus apparently valued Dybala at about €80 million. Now, if we were to sign him, I really don't think it would be a thing where we'd see Lo Celso come in and Eriksen stay and then Dybala come in as well. So Juventus are one of the teams that were thrown about as being interested in Christian Eriksen. So a potential straight swap deal here I wouldn't think is out of the question. As well as the Giovanni Lo Celso side of things, if we bring him in, we might bring Dybala in as well, but it would have to be with Eriksen sold. It just doesn't seem like the funds are there for the three players to be in there at once. And if it was going to be that we'd have to swap Eriksen for Dybala, I'd 100% take that deal. I know Eriksen has been a player who's been in our team for a long time and at times has been a crucial part to the way we play. But Dybala is a very similar player. He can play in that central attacking midfield role, but he can also push further on into striker. And I think that's what Football.London are leaning more towards, that they say a latest on audacious move to partner Juventus star with Harry Kane. So he is a rather dynamic player that can play in a few different positions. But he's also 25, he's a few years younger than Christian Eriksen, and he'd be valued at a lot more if he was brought in because of the small bit of time that's left on Christian Eriksen's contract. So if the straight deal there was a possibility with Juventus, that's 100% something the club should go for. And Dybala also, as an Argentine, will have another bit of a link with Pochettino. We know how much Pochettino likes bringing in players from his country. You know, Paulo Gazzaniga, Juan Foyth, Eric Lamela, all in there already. And Giovanni Lo Celso, a player who is extremely interested in this summer. And Dybala is just another in that long list of Argentines that he wants. But he's definitely the best of the bunch in that regard. Of course, we would have to, if it was going to be a cash deal to sign him, we would have to break our transfer record again this summer, which we're already expected to do with Giovanni Lo Celso. But I think if Lo Celso does come in, it'll be a bit less than the 63 million we paid for Ndombele. However, where Dybala is concerned, it will be a lot more than that because of the quality of player he is, but also the interest around Europe for the player. The majority of the top teams in Europe are understandably interested in him. Bayern Munich have been mentioned, Manchester United, Manchester City, and I'm sure the two big Spanish clubs wouldn't be against a move for the player. Now, where Bayern Munich are concerned, I've said this a lot about their apparent interest in Giovanni Lo Celso as well. They desperately need a player in that position. They've just lost James Rodriguez. His loan deal has expired and he's now returned to Real Madrid. And Frank Ribery and Iron Robin have both retired. And other kind of wider players. But that sort of area behind the striker is somewhere where they desperately need to strengthen. It is looking like Giovanni Lo Celso is more of a target for them. But if Paulo Dybala does become available, if he makes his intentions to leave Juventus clear, I don't see any reason why a team like Bayern wouldn't go in for him. And it's then if that sort of situation arises that it'll look unlikely for us to get him. And a similar thing nearly happened with Ndombele, with teams like Juventus actually and Manchester City interested in him. but they were both kind of waiting on other deals to happen, and that was when Daniel Levy swooped in and got the deal done. So if this is another case where Levy just goes in and he tries to get this done as quickly as possible, I actually do think this is a deal that could get done this summer. It was last night that this news kind of gathered a bit of pace. There was a few rumours here and there in the days leading up to it, but you never really take much interest in that because it was the tabloids and things like that. But now, Football.London, a really reliable source, especially Alistair Gold, breaking the story. He, of course, had that exclusive about the Kieran Trippier to Atletico Madrid move before anyone else had anything about it. So yeah, I mean, I'm taking this. I'm getting excited about this one. It does look like it's a realistic move and something that could definitely happen. And if it does go through, he's a player who, having played with Juventus, has won trophies. He's won a lot. He hasn't had any European success. Obviously, Juventus struggled in that regard in the last few years. But in the 4 years he's been at Juventus, he has won a lot. I'm pretty sure he's won the league every single season, and there's a few domestic cups in there as well. So it'd be good to get a player like that into the squad who not only has insane quality and will be straight away one of the best players in our team, if not the best player in our team, but also he has that experience in winning trophies. And this is a really exciting one. If it's Dybala or Lo Celso, I'd 100% prioritise Dybala, even though that transfer fee is a bit more. He is a player who's without a doubt better than Lo Celso. He's more proven than Lo Celso. He's won more than Lo Celso. And I know we've kind of developed a bit of a love for Lo Celso, I suppose, and that because of all these rumours, we're so invested in him, in his transfer, in him joining the club this summer. But Dybala, a better player, a bit more money, but he's a better player, a proven winner, and kind of more experience at a higher level, having joined Juventus at the age of 21. This could be a very exciting move, and it could be something that would, spur us on and see us win a couple of trophies this season. And that's all for this video today. If you want more transfer content like this over the next couple of weeks, please subscribe to the channel down below, and don't forget to like this video. We're also, of course, we're playing Manchester United in a pre-season friendly today, so I'll be posting a match report on that a bit later on. Thanks for watching.